Hi, Sagittarius. Okay, I gotta tell you, I just turned off the camera because I got a really confusing reading. And sometimes I regret doing that because even though it's confusing to me, it usually makes sense to you guys. But I went ahead and started over, and the same freaking card that kept coming out a minute ago just came out again. So here we go. Maybe it'll make more sense this time. So we kept getting the Four of Cups in reverse. So the Four of Cups, you know, lack of interest, boredom, discontent in reverse. That means something, you may be going through a phase or a stage where things have been unclear or just unmotivated or not sure what you want, not sure what to do. This is a good thing because it looks like it's coming to an end, okay? So let's see, let's try this again. Also got the Devil card several times, so I'm guessing that's going to come out. It looks like it had to do with obsession or addiction. So there might be someone in your life, it could be you, that's struggling with avoiding the truth about maybe needing help with something like that. Six of Pentacles and Justice. The Six of Pentacles, that it's generosity, it's giving. Justice is about balance, fairness. Something coming, you know, something maybe that was unfair I'm feeling hidden truths. Of course, that's coming out a lot for everybody, but something being made fair. So how are you guys? The extendeds are timeless. They'll be linked down below. I don't do them for every video. The ones I have done have been extremely detailed. The last one I did was about hidden truths. So if you're in a twin flame or feel stuck, it's super valuable. Ten of Swords. Wow, painful ending. Interesting. Anyway, I don't really want to flood you guys with extended, so the ones that I have done are really, really detailed. They've come out amazing. The last one I did, I think, is probably the best one I've ever done. It's called Hidden Truths Revealed. So check that out if it pulls to you. You can always watch the trailer. Okay, Six of Swords. Wow. Getting the heck out of there. Look at that full moon. Six of Swords is about leaving something, you know, difficult. Getting out of a difficult situation. I still feel an addiction somehow. All right, let's lay out a spread. Overall energy for Sag. How are you guys? Six of Wands, success, recognition, glory. Beautiful. This came out in the last one too. Okay, the Tower in reverse. Okay, so somebody I think is avoiding a tower because of pride. Now, it could have something to do with addiction, maybe avoiding getting the help they need. I kind of feel like somebody is not letting a tower fall because of embarrassment or pride or ego or embarrassment. So what happens when a tower falls? A tower is a major something. It could be good, but typically we think of it as something crumbling down that wasn't, it's like a house of cards, right? So it's something that comes crashing down that you have to address. It's a big thing. And with the Six of Wands, and this is so much about recognition and being recognized, you know, being seen as somebody victorious. It's I'm missing something. I'm going to have to circle back to this because I'm missing something. But this together looks like it's something, some tower is being held up. Maybe that shouldn't be. The good thing about towers is when they come crashing down, it forces us to rebuild. Then when we rebuild, things get better. So the message here could be that because of pride and ego and what other people think, somebody could be holding a tower up. Now, because of the reading that I started over, having a lot of emphasis on addiction or obsession, the devil card, that could be that there's somebody that's avoiding getting help or admitting that they need help. Okay, the death card. So an ending. Good thing about the death card is it brings a new beginning. So strong message here that needs to come out. Your energy, the Fool in reverse, avoiding a new beginning, not taking a leap of faith, possibly afraid to start over. So the Fool is a new beginning, a fresh start, releasing, the past, releasing baggage. Somebody might be holding on to something that they need to let go of. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is equal give and take. Somebody's pet goldfish die. I don't know, I'm getting that somehow. Two of Cups, equal give and take. It's not one person doing all the work or one person carrying the weight of the other, or, sometimes we end up try to give more to compensate for what our partner is not giving, and that doesn't typically backfires, right? It just makes the problem worse. But we keep giving, thinking that they're gonna see our value and step up, Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work. Page of Wands. This is communication. A message. I feel like there's a path opening up. Your person's energy, Three of Cups. This might be what's being avoided. This could be celebration or coming together, friendship. It also could be. There's the goldfish again. I don't know why I'm getting drinking, too much celebration, too much indulgence, something like that. Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is hard, but I feel like maybe somebody got kicked out of the house or is being kicked out of the house because of an addiction or needing help or refusing to get help. I don't know. Hopefully this is just for a very few. The Emperor. Husband, father, somebody that is typically stable and strong and in control. Aries energy. We also have Scorpio. We have Sagittarius. I feel like I need to shuffle these again. Hermit, Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the World. That's a cycle completion. The World is a beautiful card. It means a cycle ending with the Death card so that something new can begin. I'm already getting, it's just so strong. Somebody is trying to hold up a tower, hoping that the Two of Cups will come back around. There's the Queen of Pentacles again. Trying to hold it all together. It's just, but I think it's taken its toll. Avoiding everything, avoiding a new start. Tell me about the past. Eight of Wands. Typically that's communication, but look at the tornado. Queen of Swords. Okay, so there were some sharp words spoken. Maybe somebody's saying this is what you're going to have to do, or I'm going to end this. I do not like this reading. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I should post it, but usually when I post them, when I don't want to, somebody says, it made sense to them or it was helpful. So I don't know. Wow, look at that. Four of Wands in the outcome, or what's next. The Four of Wands is union, victory, success. Is somebody covering for someone else in some sort of habit or obsession, addiction? I'm going to have to try and pull this in. So Four of Wands, union, 1111, could be twin flame. Please don't let twin flame be an excuse to hold on to something that is holding you down or keeping you stuck. or being treated badly. That's not what twin flame is about. All right, that's opposite. So you don't have to be with your twin flame. If they're not elevating you, then you're not supposed to be with them. All right, so please don't let that. I think the twin flame thing is like really hurting a lot of people, because they're going, oh, well, it's my twin and we're supposed to be together. No, you're not supposed to be with somebody that's not good for you. Okay, there it is, the Devil card and the Sun card. So feeling strong sense of family, children. I think this is about, probably going to cut this short. I'm going to do an oracle, which is going to probably tie this all together and get some really good advice. So please stick around for that. But this Devil card, again, you know, temptation, addiction. Maybe there's a concern for the children. I feel like somebody may be saying, look, you need to get it together. And it may be tough love, you know. What's next for Sag? The Hermit, pulling back. I feel like maybe going alone, there's that Queen of Pentacles again. Amazing. So it might be that you're, in order to find your happiness, this Four of Wands, you know, maybe soulmate, you may have to let go of something. There could be some codependency here. Wow. And it's almost like maybe there's a need for you to not take action, to just let things be. My cat is snoring. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands is action, fast, passionate action. The Star is healing and hope. You know, somebody in this scenario could just be worn out. I don't know. Should I even post this? I hope this is helpful. You guys let me know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just missing the boat. Okay, I wanted to clarify that Six of Wands. Let's see. Yeah, see? Four of Pentacles. This is fear of lack. Fear of losing, you know, status. Some sort of addiction, unhealthy habit or tie is not, somebody's holding it all together when it's collapsing, really. And there's a strong need for healing. But, you know, rather than letting the tower fall, they're just trying to hold it together. Secrets with that Moon card. Secrets, fears. What's the Moon card? A Hierophant. Marriage, truth. Look at that. The Hierophant for me is truth, ethics, morals, a moral compass. But the Moon card in reverse, it's an illusion. There's an illusion being held up here. Strong energy on hidden truths needing to come out. That's what this is all. Okay, I feel like there's a big secret, something somebody's hiding because their fear of embarrassment or losing their you know, maybe social status. There looks like there's a maybe a marriage or family affected. Interesting. But the last I haven't extended a Vimeo about hidden truths. It's extremely detailed and powerful. So I'll link it below. You might want to check that out if this is applying. But yeah, okay. Somebody's having to sneak around to hide an addiction or an unhealthy tie. I mean, it could be gambling. It could be sex. I don't know. There's some unhealthy addiction or habit. Wow. The Lovers. Jeez. Tell me something good. What's coming next for Sag? We're going to get an oracle in a minute, and that's going to tie it all together. I stopped this video. I started over because it was just, I got exactly the same stuff. So apparently it needs to be seen. 8 of Cups, walking away. So yeah, somebody's going to decide to walk away from something toxic. And not because they want to, but because it's, I kind of feel like it's, oh, look at that. Yeah, strength. I kind of, in being independent, look at that. So in walking away, somebody's going to find independence. Somebody is like maybe covering or helping somebody hide something. Somebody's avoiding getting the help they need. Let's get an oracle. You know, I mean, it's, everybody has something. Everybody has something, you know. We all need help sometimes. And sometimes the first step is just not covering it up. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Let's see what that has to say. 82. I'm probably going to do a Sagittarius bonus because this might not apply for a lot of you. Be alert now, for Fox spirit has appeared and you are meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox spirit helps you to think on your feet, using the best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. This could be a warning of something. Like, don't be sure you don't let somebody drive drunk or get in the car with somebody who's been drinking, that sort of thing. In a strong vibe here of covering up or helping, maybe helping somebody cover up an issue is not helping them after all. Tough love, something like that. Now is not the time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind, a time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move. Aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox spirit, will tell you. Okay, here's the protection part. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Perhaps you're being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being dishonest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to a true connection. So that might be what I was missing. There's something like, you know, there's an isolation that's coming from trying to cover the truth. You know, if we're hiding something or helping hide something for someone, it really puts us in a place of needing to feel isolated or wanting to be isolated. Fox spirit calls you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you, so your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to a better relationship and situations. You are called to use your Fox spirit beneficially rather than in ways to keep you from experiencing what you want. Somebody's putting a whole lot of effort into covering something up. And I think it needs to come out. It's just become too burdensome. So perhaps right now you're realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface, and you are afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. Wow, this really sums up what this whole reading said. Fox spirit is here to remind you that when you are in alignment with Great Spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. So don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Wow. Can you believe it? This is what the whole reading was saying. I was struggling with it, but there you go. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and help you move quickly into better circumstances. And you have that coming. I mean, you have, look what your outcome is. Hope, healing, union, happiness, foundations, strong. This card, this Four of Wands, is strong foundations. But if you're, you know, super gluing a toxic situation or holding a tower up that needs to fall, you're just prolonging that. Strong message. All right, I feel like getting another one. Let's get one more. And please let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. Now, it was in reverse, so this again tells me that somebody's avoiding where they need to go because of maybe the struggle they have to go through to get there. For some of you, this may be coming to a close, and you just need reminding that what you did was the right thing, and that you're in between. So we kind of always say, well, I'll be happy when, or I wish I could go back. And I just had this in a reading. I think it was Aquarius, but it's basically if we live in the past, we're, open to depression, right? And if we focus too much on the future and what's going to happen, then we are, plagued with anxiety. So this is that whole, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if, I'll be happy once this happens, I'll be happy once I get a better car, I'll be happy once I am in better shape. So this is a really strong reminder to embrace the in-between. I can read it, just touch on it. 79. Balance comes easily to the flamingo who sees what was and what will be, and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for the future yet to be, but do not resist flamingo spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from, wow, and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions. You must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place, so embrace the in-between. If you are feeling nervous and wobbly, stop worrying about the past and the future. Instead, be present in the moment. Balancing for now is the space in which creativity arises. Creativity is your birthright, but if you're moving too quickly in an attempt to avoid the discomfort of transition, you can blind yourself to miraculous possibilities that are before you and just coming into being. So here again, repetitive message here. Guess I wasn't delivering it well enough, but we have the tower, right? Well, I don't know where it went, but look, the tower in reverse. Somebody is holding up the tower because of some sort of fear of embarrassment or fear of lack or fear of failure, but it needs to fall. And what happens when it falls is it starts a new beginning. And what's happening, I think, here is you're in a situation, you may be coming out of this. I hope you already are. Let me know in the comments. But somebody's holding on to a situation that's not good, right? Which is maybe just because it's familiar or fear of the future, fear of the unknown, when actually that's kind of crazy to stay stuck in an unhappy situation when you're already unhappy or things are already bad. So let that come to a crashing end, so that things can be rebuilt. I mean, I can't stress it enough, you have the Star card and the Four of Wands in the future. All right. I sure hope this was helpful. I love you guys. Please let me know, and I'm probably going to do a Sag bonus. But anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye, Sag.